Let's be honest, who doesn't want to dance like Shakira? I mean, for many that is probably the most feminine and sexy of all movements. But what Shakira does is not just moving her hips, she's actually belly dancing. But this dance didn't start with Shakira. It actually traces back 6,000 years ago and is said to have its roots in Egypt, India and Africa. And it was used to worship feminine goddesses and celebrate a woman's fertility. There are also some theories suggesting that it was used to ease pain during childbirth. Interesting. The original name of belly dancing is Raqs Sharqi. I don't know if I pronounced that right. It is Arabic for Dance of the East. It's definitely a super interesting form of movement and art I wanted and needed to explore in more depth. Because I felt that there was something there. Some secret I wanted to unravel. And I took 2 classes before and I remember how freakishly hard it was. But that didn't keep me from trying it again. So I decided to take an online course called Belly Dancing Goddess, which promised to boost my self-confidence, get me more toned and fit, and unleash my inner goddess. Doesn't sound so bad, right? I also investigated a lot regarding the different origins and meanings of the dance moves, and what I found and experienced is truly astonishing.
This is so fast.
Okay, hold. 1 and 2. Woo. Faster. Good.
This is quite difficult to coordinate.
Belly dance is primarily a dance by women for women, which is also the reason why all movements are based in the area of the pelvis. This is the foundation, the base of everything. The whole body's strength rests in the strength and flexibility of the lower abdomen. The better you can isolate and control movements in that area, the stronger your joints and the more flexible your back. Rigidity in that area is often a sign of suppressed emotions, because that area is also the area of the sacral chakra, which basically is connected to fears, sadness and worries. And we store a lot of stress there. Belly dance can help to release, to soften and to free. So women can become their own doctors and healers. Isn't that cool?
Shoulders, a bit easier. Third shoulders. I'll give you a second.
What is this? I'm just wobbling and shaking on my fat. It feels pretty good.
And back. 2. 1. 2.
That does not look the same.
Belly dance has its strength in the pelvis and its gravity center in the belly. The belly is considered the navel of the world. It basically is the center from which all the other body parts draw their energy. And it is also said that a lot of illnesses and weaknesses in all other body parts originate in the belly. So in belly dance, when we strengthen the center, we can also prevent some illnesses. The womb area has long been considered a representation of Mother Earth, also in indigenous cultures. Why? It's basically where all life comes from. I mean, you come from there, I come from there. So when we circle our pelvis in belly dance, it's actually a representation of the movement that our Earth does. And we move around the gravitational center of our body. Now, also connected to the center is, of course, the sexual energy, which is the strongest energy in our body. The movements that arouse that energy are circling, bouncing, and vibrating motions in the hips and pelvis,
Glue. So they have to stick together. The reason I don't want to
as well as contractions of the belly. And all these kind of movements are part of belly dancing. So it is said that using these kind of movements will strengthen a woman's sexual force and vitality. Because all these kind of moves stimulate our inner organs, they also gradually stimulate dormant energies, or the kundalini, which arises along our spine.
big now. Big diagonal.
Wow, that belly roll It feels so natural doing this. I don't know why I don't do this more often.
Let's go a bit back to the origins of belly dance. It was not used as a form of entertainment before. It was a dance, a really private dance, as I said, by women, for women, exclusively. And in tradition, this knowledge was passed on from the mothers to their daughters. And the mothers taught their daughters how to unfold their sensuality through belly dancing. And in this case, women were not dancing for men. No, they were just dancing for other women.
Because it's like learning how to walk, and it does take.
She said it's like learning how to walk. Interesting. We never ever do this movement in our daily life. Maybe we should.
So there were different occasions when this dance was performed. First, the birth dance. So when a woman was in childbirth, there was a group of other women gathering around her, and they were starting to perform the belly roll, which is supposed to imitate birth contractions. So these kind of movements were supposed to hypnotize the woman in labor into an imitation of this movement, which facilitates actually labor and reduces the pain from the contractions. It helps the mother to move with instead of against the contraction. Pretty cool. The second dance was the menstruation dance, called Rahil. When a young woman enters into womanhood with her first menstruation, they do a kind of ritual for her. So a group of women gathers around her and she stands in the middle. And the women around her all start to belly dance. It's a kind of celebration, and during that time this girl also can ask any question she wants about entering this new stage of her life. And she's basically celebrated, like we should celebrate ourselves every time our menstruation arrives. Apart from these two, there was also the wedding dance performed during a wedding and the trance dance for healing purposes.
This kind of doesn't look so nice. Something is missing. I wonder if... Upgrade. Nice, let's try that. This is so much better. Definitely get yourself one of these. This is a game changer. It makes it so much easier because everything is just flipping around. It's so nice and it feels so much better. Get one of those if you really want to learn belly dance. That's the stuff.
It was only later when the gypsies took the dance and shared it with the public for entertainment purposes. They also invented these. They used to dance in public, and all the coins they gained, they used to put into their clothes because they had no other place to carry them around. Pretty handy.
One thing I realized is really important is the breathing. Ow! Especially when you do all the shimmy stuff. Ow! It hurts if you don't breathe right. Take care of your breathing, ladies.
So if you're intrigued now, I want to give you a little taste of belly dancing with my favorite moves. Be aware that I'm not a professional belly dancer. I'm a beginner, just like you. But I would really like to share some of these secrets with you that you can use in your daily life when you have pains or to connect to yourself. And most importantly, it can bring you a lot of joy. My first favorite move is the figure 8, aka the loop of infinity. Picture a figure 8 on the floor. Place yourself exactly in its center. Your right foot in one loop, your left foot in the other. Now let your hips follow the loop. First your left hip leads the movement, then your right hip. This movement combines both a line and a circle motion, unifying the finite and the infinite world. You can also make it bigger and add some dimensions to it. This movement requires the full motion of your body, needing a strong connection to the earth through your feet. And it is especially helpful for releasing tension in the lower back and can help with headaches, as it stimulates the reflex zones along the spines. Now, another of my favorite moves in belly dancing is the shimmy. First, bend your knees slightly. The shimmy can either originate in the legs or in the hip. The swing of the hip sends energy from the center of your body outwards. It's like an impulse you give out to the world. And it also really helps with cramps and releases tension, both in your lower back and in your uterus. And you can really enjoy this move. Remember, it doesn't need to be perfect. All that matters is that you enjoy it. Now I want to teach you my last favorite move, the body roll. Rest your hands on your belly. Now push your lower belly outwards, pull your diaphragm in. Then pull your lower belly in and push your diaphragm out. This creates a wave-like motion. The body roll can be performed in two directions. And you can make the movements even bigger by including your chest. The chest is a symbol of nourishment, the most intimate link between child and mother. Become aware of your breathing patterns. The belly wave imitates the contractions during labor, and all your inner organs are stimulated, activating subtle energies. The origins of belly dance date back more than 6,000 years. And to clarify, belly dance is not an Islamic or Muslim dance only. It actually has its origins in Egypt, India, and Africa. So I would say yes, it's quite challenging, but with everything new you want to learn, you need patience, endurance, and willpower to get better. And age for sure is not a barrier, if you ask me. I think everyone in every age and in every shape or form can learn belly dance. Belly dance is a dance developed by women for women, and it has a really rich history. Most of the movements originate in the pelvis, it's the base, which reconnects us to the womb space, which we basically forgot about. So as women, we rarely pay attention to this center, where our female energy actually originates. Also, belly dance stimulates the inner organs, which helps to activate the Kundalini energy. No, belly dance promotes a really inclusive idea of body shapes. So, as I said, it was made by women for women, and that means all kind of women, in all beautiful shapes and forms. Belly dance strengthens the pelvic floor and abdominal muscles, which can help during pregnancy and menstruation. The movements strengthen the back, which helps to have a better posture. Belly rolls can help to improve digestion and help with constipation. Heart shimmies can alleviate heartburn. Also, overall, it improves balance and improves coordination, and really helps to ease tensions and cramps. Actually, all kind of movement helps with PMS, because when we move our bodies, serotonin is released, which basically relaxes the muscles and makes us feel more joyful. And that is something we all need just before our period. Belly dance moves like the shimmy really help to ease cramps and tensions in the lower back and in the uterus. Actually, just before I recorded, I was really bloated, and I did some belly rolls and it went away. Also, I did the test during my menstruation when I felt really tense and was suffering from some cramps, and I did some shimmies, and it really helped me to just ease and feel more relaxed and feel better in my body. So you can search for belly dance in-person class, or an easier possibility is to actually do an online course or search for some online tutorials. So we'll link some really good YouTube channels and the course I did in the description. All in all, I think every woman, and man for that matter, should learn belly dance, because it connects you with something really ancient. It's something I cannot really describe. These movements are so special. It's something we never do in our daily lives, and it's really challenging, but I can say it connects me to my nature as a woman, and that's super beautiful. Try it.